and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm here, rooftop bar in Porto, to do the daily news show today. So, on this day, Champions League, last 16, Porto, Stadio de Drago. Can't wait for this one. It's going to be a massive, massive game. Liverpool themselves, the LFC website I'm taking news from today, and that is a little bit about who could feature in this game and who might not. So, Ragnar Klavan, Joe Gomez and Jordan Henderson, all in contention to return to the side this evening. Looks like Virgil van Dijk will get his first Champions League start for Liverpool as well. Danny Ings will be in the squad. Of course, him and Virgil van Dijk were both added to the Champions League squad ahead of the last 16 tie. Emre Can we know is going to miss out because of his suspension. Nathaniel Klein is fit. He's returned to training, but he's only been in training 2 days so far. So he's travelled with the squad. We saw him training in the gallery of pictures that LFC put out last night, but he's not going to feature, I don't think, in tonight's game. So a few more bits. I think Joe Gomez is really interesting. That's going to be touch and go whether Joe Gomez actually makes it or not into the side. I think Jurgen Klopp would probably like to see the young right back feature in the Champions League. You know, they've got a few tricky players, haven't they? They've got Abubakar, is that how you say that one? Vincent Abubakar, and they've obviously got Moussa Marega as well, another danger man. He's a centre forward as well. Both have scored loads and loads of goals so far this season, but the other one, the one that will be a danger to either Trent Alexander-Arnold or Joe Gomez is Yassine Brahimi, who's a really tricky winger. Completely different player to the two other strikers that I've mentioned already. He scored 8 and assisted 9 so far, and you know, he is literally the crown jewel of this side, so he's one to watch out for this evening. Some good news actually on Porto's Vincent Abubakar, because he's doubtful for the Liverpool game. He missed Tuesday's training session for Porto, so that's going to be really interesting to see what he does there, whether he's going to start or not after missing yesterday's training session. You know, he's got a muscle injury at the moment. 26-year-old absent from training in their last training session before the game. He's missed their last 2 games, one against Sporting Lisbon and Chavez in the top flight as well. He's netted 24 goals in 33 games, so he could be a big miss for this Porto side, and we know the strength of their side is in the attack, and they've conceded 10 goals so far in the 6 games in the Champions League. So yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. Steven Gerrard's actually spoken out. A few quotes from Steven Gerrard as well. Listen to this one. It suits this Liverpool team to go out and play on the front foot. They like to press and be aggressive. They have been scoring very well, and I think they'll have huge confidence they can go out and score in this tie. If you can get an away goal, it gives you a huge advantage. Listen to the Liverpool players in Jurgen Klopp. You can tell they're confident and playing well, so it's all set up to be a great tie. Steven Gerrard. He also goes on to say, I think both teams will fancy their chances of going through. Porto going very well in the domestic league, and they always prioritise the Champions League, so I'm sure they're going to be ready. Exciting times, isn't it? You know, it's only about, as I'm recording this now, it's about 5 hours until kick-off, something like that. So yeah, really, really important game for Liverpool's season, of course. Massive game against a really experienced Champions League side in Porto. You know, they've won their league last 4 seasons on the bounce. They've topped it now. They've come through a tough group that included Monaco and RB Leipzig, who didn't make it into the last 16. They went through with Besiktas. They obviously finished in second place. So it's a tough group that they've managed to come out of there, and we will not be taking them lightly. I think anybody who saw Jurgen Klopp's press conference, and Roberto Firmino was there as well, knows that they respect this Porto side, and as they should, because this Porto side is very, very experienced in playing in the Champions League, and they'll be difficult to beat tonight. Also, a couple of little transfer rumours. Apparently Max Meyer is tipped for a Bayern Munich move, so that one's off as well. I think, listen, it's what Bayern Munich do. It's they pick these players up on frees. They've already got Goretzka tied up. This one isn't done yet, but everything points towards Max Meyer moving to Bayern Munich, so that's a little bit gutting for Liverpool. And one that came out a few days ago, actually, from a Nigerian source. It's in the New Telegraph in Nigeria, and the article's written by Ajabaid Alusasan, and this is 6 days ago. Liverpool looking to break the bank for Ndidi. Leicester's centre midfielder obviously took Kante's place in that Leicester side. A player that I really, really like. We did a show a couple of weeks ago actually on the redmentv.com talking about who we would like Liverpool to sign. If you were to say, pick someone from this league that's not playing in the current top six, indeed he was my shout. I think he's an absolutely sensational defensive midfielder. You know, he's more tackles per minute than any other midfielder at the moment in the Premier League. A very much a specialist and one that we could do with, I think, you know, having not had a real specialist DM in that mode since maybe Javier Mascherano left us in about 2010. So there you go, that's the daily news for today. I'm going to be off heading to the square shortly, see if we can soak up a bit of atmosphere, get some songs singing. Fingers crossed for a great result for Liverpool tonight, of course. Listen, follow us on Instagram. It's at the Redmen TV. We've been we've been Instagram storying all day, all last night as well. We had a big sing song. I've got a bit of a sore head today, but I'll be back on it later today. So listen, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to the Redmen TV on YouTube, do that now. We'll be outside the Porto Stadium later on, hopefully with the team news if we can get a signal. Failing that, Tom will be doing that from the studio, or don't forget to check back with us. We'll be doing our match reactions outside the ground later on as well. So check us back later today, get that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button and like the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Redmen TV.